So how do we start from our Ransom Shield backup drive? As you can see, I've got my drive connected in the lower left corner, and I've recently performed a full system backup. So if we go to our backup history, we can see that in addition to the full system backup, we've also performed a couple of incrementals. Now if we go to Add or Edit Backup Jobs, we can take a look at the job that performs those backups. And here's the list of all the options that are available. And the first option that we selected is to create a startup boot menu for the backup drive. So every time you reboot the system, you'll be asked if you want to start normally from the system drive or if you'd like to start from the backup drive. Now the second option that we selected here is to run in safe mode. So the first time when we run from the backup drive, we're going to run in a safe operating environment that will allow us to perform virus checks and make sure that the system is clean before we restart and then run normally from the backup drive. So let's go ahead and close our Ransom Shield software here and let's do a reboot. Now when we come back up, it's going to ask us if we want to start from the system drive or if we want to start from the backup drive. So this is an option, and you can choose not to create this menu, and if you do that, then you'd have to start from the BIOS to start from the backup drive. And so here we're presented with our options, so we're going to go ahead and select to run from the Ransom Shield drive. And you'll see that the LEDs are blinking on the backup drive, which tells us we're running from that drive. And here we're running now in safe mode from the backup drive. So in safe mode, most of the drivers on the system have been disabled, including the video driver. As you can see, we're running in VHD mode. Also, all of the startup apps are disabled. Most of the antivirus programs won't run, so it's a very limited and locked down environment. But we can run the Ransom Shield software in this environment by double-clicking on the Ransom Shield icon on the desktop. And you'll see when this comes up that our options are quite a bit different from the options that are presented when we're running from the system drive. So we can do two things here. We can run a malware scan, and if we click on that, we'll see that the Windows malicious software tool comes up. Now this is a tool that is updated with the operating system. So if you perform regular backups, the virus definitions should be up to date when you run this tool. Now you can run a quick scan, you can do a full scan, or you can do a customized scan. And in addition to scanning the booted backup drive, you can also scan the internal source drive. And the other option here is to disable safe mode. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can go ahead and restart. And this time, if we select to start from the backup drive, we'll run in normal mode rather than in safe mode. So let's go ahead and select to run from the Ransom Shield drive. And because this is a USB 3.2 backup drive, the boot times are very quick on this, very similar to the internal hard drive. And our desktop comes up, and we are running from the backup drive. And the first thing we'll do here is Ransom Shield will tell you that you're running from the backup drive. And you can see here that it took 36 seconds for the the operating system to boot, which is very quick, very similar to my internal drive. And if we go ahead and open up disk management, and here's my Teams opening up. So all of my applications are going to run just the same from the booted backup drive as they would from the internal drive. And in Disk Manager now, you'll see that disk 1, which is my backup drive, is now the C drive on the system. And the internal drive is BitLocker and is currently encrypted and locked. So let's take a look at a browser here. And you can see that we have full connectivity. So just like the internal drive, we can do anything on the internet. I can check my email. All of my Microsoft Office programs work. So there's really no difference between running from the backup drive and running from the internal drive. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.